welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a BTS binder update. It might sound a little different because I'm actually doing a voiceover. I was just having a lot of problems leading up to this video that made it really impossible for me to use my real voice at the time that I was recording it, so I am doing it after the fact in voiceover. I hope that's okay. I think it's kind of fun because we can kind of react to what past me was doing. I haven't done one of these in a really long time, so I'm really hoping that the audio works out, because that is always the absolute worst part of doing an audio, is making the footage match up with what I'm saying. But we will try our best, and we can also laugh at past me doing gestures in this video because I was trying to talk through it a bit just so the timing would work. But rewatching this footage, there's a lot of times where I'm like pointing at something that I don't really know if it's going to match up with what I'm saying. Like, look, why did I just point my finger there? I don't know what past me was doing. So anyway, I wanted to get into the video though. We're starting in my A5 binder, which is my Femin merch binder, but it also houses some of the other members too, which is what we will be seeing today. Here I am pointing out the Festa cards, and that is because I'm sure you could tell by the thumbnail and also the title of this video. I'm putting away ot7 for 2024 Festa. I'm pinching my hands together. Who knows what I was saying? Like I said, I was trying to get the timing right, but that was so stupid in hindsight because look at my hands. They don't match up at all.
왔어요.
But anyway, here they are. I am obsessed with these selfies. They are so perfect. I wasn't planning on doing ot7, but as we know, these selfies have kind of been teased at us since D-Day tour promotions. And since then, I have been, and I'm sure a lot of people have too, been thinking about them non-stop. And so when I realized they were waiting for Festa to use these, I was like, first of all, that's fucking rude. Second of all, fucking rude. But third of all, I need them. So I got them. I'm very happy about it. The proof concepts get a lot of bad attention, particularly from me. Like, I'm guilty #1 hater. Getting to see them in a different form, I just really love. Like, I'm so happy they didn't use like the door concept or even this proof concept, but in the concept form. I'm so happy we got a new selfie. So I just absolutely had to get them because I love BTS. I love Festa time, and I love these cards so much. So that's really the update for this section of the binder. But strangely enough, I do have more for this binder. I think that's me gesturing the fact that I haven't made a filler yet. But is anyone surprised by that? No. I think I almost said when I was younger, as if I'm like ancient, but like 2 years ago when I was doing this channel, I feel like I would always have the fillers ready to go. But like in the last year, I don't think anyone expects that from me. I think everyone's really used to me not having the fillers ready to go. So anyway, moving on though, we're going into the merch section now, which I have a very exciting update. It is the only update from Muse that you're gonna see in this section today. Normally, I try to keep all of my Muse updates, or I guess my chapter 2 updates, all in one go, but because this is kind of really the odd one out, I wanted to put it away because I also wanted to keep it safe, because this binder is not coming with me on my next journey forward, as I have other places to be going into the fall. So this will be the only Muse update that you see, but know that I am working hard on getting that section together. It is literally one of my favorite things to do ever. I think the cards are so cute. This card is so cute.
나는 못해 귀여움이라 가만히 있어도 돼.
And I'm just so happy it had the perfect space in this binder. Like, it just works absolutely perfect because he only had 1 for face, whereas obviously Tae had 2 for layover. And I just love it so much. This page is so cute too because look at all the blonde hair. Me, I'm a very blonde enthusiast for idols, and the fact that both of my alts gave me blonde hair for some of their solo comebacks is just so exciting to me. So I think the page just works out so perfect, and I'm so happy to have that card with me, and I can't wait to show you more from Muse. But anyway, we must keep going along because past me is steering the boat. I'm showing you that I put in those Galaxy Samsung postcards, I can't speak, because they are literally the cutest things in the world. As you know, if you watch my channel, I'm not a really big collab girl, but those were to die for. And I wanted to keep that front page blank because I finally got this smart BTS postcard for Jimin and Tae. I obviously have the matching card right there, and I wanted to get the postcard too, and I finally found it for a pretty cheap price on Mercari Japan. So I got it. I definitely don't think this is going to be how I keep this collab set up. I think as time goes on, collab might get its own little mini A5 binder because I'm not a big collab person, but I have enough that it's starting to justify that it has its own section. So for now, I'm just putting the postcard there so it doesn't get lost and so it's next to its counterpart. But I do think that I might not need it like that in that section moving forward. Anyway, though, we are moving into the regular BTS merch binder where I just have two really quick updates. In addition to keeping my ot7 merch cards in this binder, I also keep things that I consider to be dangerous to put in the binder, mostly because they're on the thicker side. So I put all of the lenties that we get from those really random merch airdrops in this section. And so the updates that I had were Wings and You Never Walk Alone. I find it so strange that they're doing mirrors for some of them. Like, obviously all of them don't come with these lenties. I don't understand. I don't understand the mirror thing. I don't understand the merch drop in general. I am a sucker for era stuff though, so I do it. I do buy them, but I don't understand why some of them are like phone tabs or mirrors or whatever the hell they are. I gotta be honest, the lenties are stunning, especially in these two pockets. I just am like, they're so gorgeous and they fit so well in the two pockets. They completely fill out the space, so I'm not gonna complain too much. I do wish they wouldn't put the logo on it. It's very weird to me, but whatever. It is what it is. And then as you can see, I have other thicker items in the back of that section too. And for some reason, I just cheered my hands. I don't know what was going on back then.
그치? 그러니까.
But anyway, we're actually going into my second album binder, which we haven't seen in a while. And that's because I got a very exciting merch piece finally. I've been on the lookout for I honestly don't remember what it's called and I didn't look before recording this voiceover, but I think it's like the special limited edition or something of BTS World. And I've been always hoping to get it if I could find it for a good price. And I knew just with people dropping their collections and stuff with time, I was going to be able to get a full set instead of having to buy the cards individually. So I did find a full set of the entire album for a good price that I think on Mercari Japan. And so I bought it and I'm very excited to add this ot7 collection to my collection. Obviously, they were Jimin and Tae cards that I was missing, but I'm also just really happy to have the ot7 set as well. BTS World has always been on the most extreme back burner for me. I think eventually I will probably fill out ot7 for those three cards or three types of cards on that left page of the screen that we're looking at. The luggage tags, the regular cards, and then also the pajama coupons. I'll probably do ot7 for all of that, but it's just never been a priority because there's always something else going on. So that's why I'm so happy that I got these special limited ones and I'm starting slowly the ot7 BTS World because I just love the cards. I don't like that they're credit card style, but I think they're really cute and it is a good jumping off point for finally starting to work on ot7 for BTS World. So that was a little update in this binder. We will actually be returning to an album collection of mine later in the video, but for now we are going to the photo book and magazine section of my collection. So first things first is the FAC Music Awards, right? Is that what it is? They're the photo books. These are all the ones from the photo books. I finally found the missing Jimin from that 7 random card drop. I don't even remember. They were books, right? Yeah. The books are different from these, which are the FAC Music Award, like in-person event things, the Beavers that happen in Japan. I still, to this day, don't really understand how these events work. Thank you to 912 Days on Twitter for keeping me up to date on every time there's a new one of these cards. So the reason why I'm gonna put these away in such an ugly, weird way is because there's 2 more that came out or 1 more that came out. I don't know. I have to look at the template. I think there might be 1 new one, but of course they're like, they look exactly the same because they're all from the same shoot and the same outfit. So because there's another one, it kind of messes with like the perfect 10 look, and I'm just not, as you can see, prepared to be dealing with that right now. So that's why I put them away in the most ugly way possible, but it's because I'm already missing 2 again. So I need to get those, and then I'm really gonna try to sit down and think about what I need. But oh my god, past me is making me freaking run a marathon to keep up. But anyway, now we have Beyond the Stage, which I also like had to sit with myself for a long time differentiating the merch difference of Beyond the Stage and Beyond the Story. For some reason, I was absolutely getting lost in the fucking sauce about what came from what, because I have them in two different sections. Like the book section is not here. This is where I put the Beyond the Stage stuff though, because it was the photo book, and the Beyond the Story is the actual novel. So if I have them scrambled, I apologize. But as you just saw, put away the ot7 look, which are obviously from the MTV performances. When I saw it was from those, I just had to get them because the Fix You performance means so much to me. The blue and gray performance means so much to me. So I did get those, and then I got that clear file-y looking transparent poster from Japan. I can just put it up on the screen if you're curious what it is, but I did really want to get it. Okay, and then next up we are going in the magazine section, which I have some updates to Hallyu, which is exciting. I bought the Yoonjin postcard because it was really cute and it was a really good price, and I'm definitely not on a journey to complete all of them, but if I see them for a good price and in good condition, I will get them. I almost also bought the 94Z one, but it was a little bent up, so I do want to get more, but I would rather have them be in better condition because it's not really my goal to complete Hallyu. I just want to pick some up as I see them, so that's why I got that Yoonjin one. So very cute. I'm very happy to have it. But moving on to VICon now, I picked up these Japanese pobs. So there was a Japanese pob for every single photo book, which is why there are 4. I wasn't planning on getting these unless I found a bundle of them all, because buying them individually was just really stupidly priced. But I finally found what I thought to be a good bundle that had all 4 of the Japanese pobs, so I got them, and I had 4 open spots, so I thought it just fit perfectly. I'm so excited to see this page and have the whole 2-page 9-pocket spread complete. I love the little VICon section. I think it's absolutely adorable, and I'm so looking forward to putting the type 1 photo book in here as well. I think it's just going to go directly behind it because I think that's what makes the most sense in my collection. But that's the end of the updates for this binder. As you can see, we had quite a bit of random little things, and it's a binder that will keep getting updated, so that's exciting. Next, we're moving on to the membership section, where I do have a postcard update. I have the equivalent for tae now, which means I think I'm done with this muster. I'm still missing stuff from muster. Why did I say muster? I mean, I'm still missing stuff from this renewal. That's what I meant to say. But I am working on it. So also, oh my god, not to be distracted, but I can literally see the DHL man walking up my driveway with my caddy package. I'm so excited. I have such exciting stuff in this package. I'm so excited. Okay, anyway though, moving on to the merch cards now. So everyone saw that very strange merch box nonsense. Like, I feel like there's no better way to say it than complete nonsense. Time in which they announced that change, they hadn't announced taes and JKs yet. I had 1 box remaining, and so I was always gonna get taes in full, and I couldn't risk that they were gonna do golden since they did some of them out of order, and so I just had to use my last box and then renew, and so that's what I did. I got merch box 3, which is why I have this ot7 set now, because I never got it in full. As you saw on the previous page, I just bought Jimin and taes separately, but I was like, why not get the full ot7 set? I really love this. Whoa, why are we beeping? Sorry if you heard that. I was saying I really love this ot7 set. I really love the content that came from these outfits, and I still watch those videos to this day, so I love this set and I really wanted it. I think the double is really cute. And there was me pointing out once again, I still haven't made a filler, but whatever. That is merch box 3. As you can see, I have dupes of Tae and Jimin, but who cares? It's not that much skin off my back. And then we are moving on to more merch card updates, which is the most exciting thing I feel like I've been working on in the merch box realm, is slowly but surely building the ot7 set. I'm so excited. Here is Yoongi's. Mine didn't come, even though I bought it like the second they announced it. They like missed me in the first round, and I had to wait basically until the following quarter, which didn't make any sense to me, but whatever. Actually, in that DHL package that just got delivered to me 10 seconds ago, I'm pretty sure Namjoon's is in it, so I'm so close to being done. Taes has been announced, JK's is next, so I'll be getting that because I have the merch pack. And then it's really just a big question mark of what are the last 2 remaining merch packs gonna look like, since they're obviously discontinuing that merch. I have no idea. I really don't, but I'm happy that I have them secured. Anyway though, moving on into Japan, again. Sad, but I still haven't fixed this binder. It's still in one binder when it definitely needs to be in two. But, you know, life happens. Life happens to the point that I am racing to film this video and then voice over just to have it all ready to go. So Japan binder, unfortunately, still hasn't gotten an update, but it will eventually. It definitely will before the flip through. But what was the most exciting to me is because I'm basically almost done with collecting my Japanese merch. I'm just missing a few things. Finding these wake up postcards, finally. I've actually had taes for a bit, but finding Jimin's was so difficult. And I feel like this has been happening with a lot of frequency lately to me, as like listings that I had seen for years and in abundance, right when I go to buy them, they're suddenly just poof gone. Like it took me 4 months to find this wake up Jimin postcard, whereas I feel like back in the day, again, I'm talking like a freaking dinosaur, but like 2 years ago, they were all over the place. They were overpriced, of course, but they were all over the place. And then the second that I actually want to get one, gone. I couldn't find it. So I'm so happy to have that section done. And this next update is also similarly to that. I had updated the flyers in the last time you saw my Japanese binder, and I had mentioned that I was still missing Jimin's DNA Crystal Snow flyer. I finally found it from the same person who was selling the Wake Up postcard. So that was very exciting. But there's that, and then there's Tae's pulled out because I think I just threw him behind the Face Yourself flyer or something in that video because I didn't have enough pocket pages out and I didn't even have Jimin's out in the first place. But Jimin has finally been acquired, so I can put these flyers away. I'm absolutely obsessed with these flyers. It took me a really long time to get here. I wasn't a flyer hater. I had flyer apathy, you know what I mean? But I'm here. I'm on board. I love the flyers. If they do a Japanese comeback in the future, I hope flyers come back. I know they still make them because my former roommate collects ATs and she would collect. And I think the Seraphim does too. So anyway, all that to say is I really freaking hope BTS brings back the flyers because I love them. I'm a believer. I'm a flyer truther now. I love them. Anyway, though, we are finally moving on to the last binder, which is my third album binder. We haven't been here in so long because this is probably the binder that I've been the most up to date on, but I feel like we have really exciting reasons for being here. So I am going to keep it flipped over for as much as I possibly can, but this is Tae's Butter line card, or I actually... Please don't quote me. It might be Permission to Dance. I think it's Butter. It's Butter because he's wearing a butter outfit, but they've also never been known to necessarily be consistent. But we're going to say it's the Butter one because it's big and he's literally wearing a butter outfit. I am obviously going to block it. These line PCs do get disclosed often, but I just, as I've stated before, don't want to contribute to any scamming. And if you want to go find it undisclosed, I'm sure you'll be able to on Twitter. It's just a shot of him in like postcard form. Line PCs aren't something that I seek out. They're really purchases of opportunity because I think they're cool to have, but at the same time, I don't want to pay like out my ass for them because they're really just postcards at the end of the day. So I happened to find two. This is going to sound like I got them at the same time. I didn't. I just recently got Jimin's and I've had Tae's for like 8 months now, but I just didn't bother to show it off because it's not like you can really see it anyway. But because I got Jimin's and I'm putting it away, and I'm putting it away in where I'm putting Tae's because I don't have a spot for it yet, I am just going to put it away behind him. I'm finally going to show them off, or at least show them off to the point that I can. As I just said, I'm not going to keep Jimin's there. I just didn't expect it to be so small. I thought it was going to be more the size of Tae's Butter one, which is the first one I ever had. So I was like, oh, they're all gonna be that big size. And then when Jimin showed up, I was like, oh, he's tiny. Like he belongs on a 4-pocket page, and I was just not prepared to get that because, fun fact, I opened that little Mercari Japan order, that proof card, literally I think 10 minutes before I filmed this video. So there was no prepping that went into putting that proof postcard away, but I will be putting away in a more proper place. I just wanted to note that it's joined the collection. Anyway, next up though is a very exciting addition. The UMS card for Tayong that I was missing for the proof lucky draws. I have been searching for this card for so long, and it's bittersweet because I obviously want it. Like I wanted it really bad. However, it is, as you can see, completely fucking up my perfect perfect layout. So I think, as you can see what Past Me is doing, I think this is the solution I'm going to do, because I still want to keep the drawing cards on this page, but then I just have one card too many and I didn't want to boot one of the drawing cards off. So I removed Namgi from that front page and I'm going to put them on this page, which is the non-random card from the Proof Standard Edition. And then what I ultimately decided is I'm going to remove those fillers, because obviously that's a perfect 9-pocket page now. And I'm going to set it up kind of like I do with the Photocard broadcast sizes for Persona, where I'm basically going to make them like fillers. But luckily, with the way that Namgi are in the age order, they're basically like right next to their pair, which I think looks nice. I'm not like entirely sold on it yet, but I think this is the solution that makes sense. And then I'm just going to repurpose where I put the fillers. Obviously, those are Cypher Part 3 and Intro Persona, which are more rap line-esque songs. And instead of putting them on like the Jimin and Tae Lucky Draw page, I was going to switch them, because I think I had remembered this when I was filming this, that I did have a Friends cutout as well, and it was on the Soundwave page for the lucky draws. So I decided to switch them, because I thought it just made more sense putting like Cypher 3 and Persona on a page that actually had some of Rapline on it, as opposed to Jimin and Paige. Who is Paige? Jimin and Tae's lucky draw page. So that's 2 pages, I guess. I was just jumping words. Sorry, Tae. But yeah, so I'm just moving the fillers around because I think it makes more sense to do it like that. Obviously, that page is not Rapline, but they're on that song. So I think it's the best I could do with the pre-made fillers I have. Luckily for me, I have so many Proof compact photos and albums and pages still laying around. So if I want to switch it up, I can. I just, in the meantime, thought that made the most sense with the fillers. And then for some reason, I'm going to skip ahead. Instead of going back and put that filler away, I remember doing this, I'm putting the triptych for Namjoon, which I believe was a global pre-order benefit for Proof. I'm almost positive. It has been a while, but I think it was the global pre-order triptych. And I finally got Namjoon's. I thought it would just look so sweet and cute in this 4-pocket. Obviously, they look a little scary because they're transparent, and I may try to do white backings for them, but for now I think they're kind of fun. The sun reflecting on my binder kind of makes them look scary, but in real life I promise it looks cooler laying on top of those black and white Proof Standard cards. It's a little weird with the reflection. So that was an update. I'm finally done with that, and then we were going back to finally put this card in, and then I just removed that 9-pocket page because I didn't know if I wanted to do like 2 pages of the Proof lucky draws and a lot of fillers. But I think this makes the most sense, because obviously, unfortunately, I wish I could put them all on the same page with the drawing cards, but it doesn't work anymore with the numbers. So this was my solution. I think it's cute, and it still features the drawing cards, which I just really love, because obviously the Proof concept is on the back of those drawing cards, which matches with the non-random of the Proof Standard Edition. I was a little confused about how I was going to fix that situation once I got Tae's lucky draw, but honestly, I wanted that lucky draw so bad. I was like, I don't care. You can mess up my layout, because it was a very long and treacherous journey to get that. I've had a lot of really bad mail luck in the past year, and that was one of them. I don't want to talk about it. It's fine. It's fine. We persevered. We lived through it. We have the card now, but it was not fun getting that card. I'm so freaking happy that I finally have it. But with that, that is the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed watching and that the voiceover was okay. Otherwise, I hope you're doing okay. I am filming this on August 13th, and so there's obviously a lot of not so fun things happening, but just know that I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about Yoongi, and I hope you're doing your best to support him and be a kind human being. Otherwise, I hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you all soon, hopefully with Muse updates. I literally cannot wait to put that section away. Anyway, goodbye.
Get the hell out.